So, welcome my viewers and my social media family members. And it takes little time to me to set it, but now we are live. And first of all, I would like to welcome my all viewers and social media family members, those who are joining me. And today's session is going to be a very special sessions for me as first time I am starting one talk show on my favorite topic, spirituality. So whenever the spirituality comes in our mind, we think little bit towards to the religious side, but that is not the case of reality. And I have one submissions today that there is nothing related to religions of anyone with the spirituality. Even I would say, by birth, all human beings are spiritual. It depends on how we take this and how we implement it to betterment of our life. तो आज मेरे साथ एक स्पेशल गेस्ट ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं. His name is Karthik and he's a IT professional and having more than 2 decades experience, and he's a IIT Roorkee alumni. And welcome you, Karthik, and it's my privileges and honor to have you in my talk show.
Thank you, Tribhuvan, for inviting
So
me.
या सो आज का विषय है बेसिकली which we many time we talk about, that is my life is my responsibility, and we talk this in many time, Karthik, and I would like to straightway ask you, how would you define this, my life is my responsibility?
Thank you, Tribhuvan, for inviting me to this forum. And thank you, all the viewers, for taking your time and joining this forum. So, yes, today we are going to discuss about my life is my responsibility. So, let's look at our life. All of us have been gifted two worlds. When I say two world, I mean one is the world which existed much before I was born, will continue to exist all throughout my life, and will exist even after my life, which is the external world. And there is another world called as the internal world. And this internal world is the world which is built by my thoughts, my feeling, my actions, my perception. That is the internal world of mine. And this world was born with me and will live with me and will cease to exist after me. And when I take my world, my inner world and my external world, any interaction that I have between my inner world and the external world is what I call as experience. And a series of
Hmm.
experience put together is called as life. That means if I have to improve the quality of my life, or if I have to be precise, everybody has a desire to ensure that they have the best quality of their life. And if I have to improve the quality of my life, I have to ensure I improve the quality of all my experiences which I have in my life. And if I have to improve the
Absolutely.
quality of my experience, then I will have to improve the quality of my interaction between my inner world and the external world. And of this, the
Uh-huh.
external world is not in my control. So, what is in my control?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What is in my control?
You are,
My inner world.
yeah,
So,
my inner world. Absolutely.
therefore, I say My life is my responsibility and no blaming is allowed.
Absolutely. Agree. Agree. And this is a thought, Karthik, which really brings a new insight actually. And let's get into little more deeper on it. And you talk about the life. So, how would you define the life if you talk about for human lives? And it's in a common word, we can easily understand the meaning of life. But actual life, how do you like to define it?
So if I say life, life is all about relationship. When I say relationship, I mean a relationship which everybody has to manage in three dimensions. When I say a relationship with everybody has to manage in three dimensions, the three dimensions are: one, the relationship which I have with myself; second, the relationship which I have with people around me; and the third dimension of life is the relationship I have with the force above. Whatever name I want to call, whether I call it God, I call it Ishwar, Allah, whatever name I call, but that is the existential intelligence with whom I need to have my relationship. So if I take all the three dimensions of life, what is common between all the three dimensions is the factor called I.
Absolutely.
And and if and that is the fundamental which I need to get right to ensure the relationship I have with all the three dimensions of my life right. And if I have to get my life right, I need to get my thoughts and feelings right.
Hmm.
Hope I have answered your
Absolutely.
question, Tribhuvan.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I agree as well on this. And it's a really the similar way if you look at the Vivekananda, and these people also define the life. This is the way. And that is a different story. It is little difficult actually to adopt those Vedanta philosophies, what they have given, but it is not impossible to implement those if we take those things into our day-to-day life, and we consider them for our betterment. Hopefully everyone can achieve that. That's how I believe on that. So coming to the next point, is a very good you said in your beginning statement as well about the experience. I mean, that makes a lot of difference in your life, right? Whatever you look at outside world, and whatever you look at from your inside point of view. So how now, what is an experience actually in terms of life, if you would like to define in a to a common man, uh, how that makes the difference?
That's what I told earlier. Experience is all about how I, any interaction which I have with between the my inner world and my external world is what is experience all about. Be it that is applicable in all the relationship. And we all say relationship is built not by agreement. Relationship is built by understanding. And in order to understand, okay, I have to step forward and take the responsibility to understand the other person. Rather than expecting the other person to understand me, I need to step forward to understand the other person. So it's always better to say, I will seek to understand before expecting others to understand me. So, first and foremost thing, what I need to see is if I have to get my life right, I will have to get all the experiences I have in my life right, because experiences, a series of experience put together is what life is all about. And if I
Absolutely.
have to get the experience right, I need to bring, I need to get all the interaction which I have okay, with anybody outside, right? And of that, the external world is not in my control. Rather than if I, it's like the cause and effect relationship. Okay, if I am right now sitting in front of you and I am watching you live, so if I don't want, if I don't want to be seen live, one way to do, I can keep on keeping my hand in front of camera so that nobody sees me. And if I
Yeah,
keep on doing that, what will happen? It will be maximum effort, minimum result. If I don't want to be seen, the easiest thing to do, I simply go shut off, switch off, shut off the camera. That's it. I am working on the cause. I shut off the camera and I don't become visible to you. Okay, I have no intention of shutting the camera off. I just put an example. Okay,
absolutely.
so
Absolutely.
if I have to get the relationship right, then I have to ensure that my interaction with the external world right, and the cause is I, and if I work on me, it's easy for me to get the relationship right. And that is why I told earlier, if I have to get my life right, I need to get my experience right. If I have to get my experience right, I need to get my interactions with the world right. And of that, world is not in my control. So I am the cause. I will work on the cause, minimum effort, maximum result. So I say my life is my responsibility.
Absolutely. So, Karthik, I was just reading one book last few days back. That was Dr. Joseph Murphy. He has done a lot of research around these conscious, subconscious mind and life and your spirituality, how it define and how it is drive and how it is evolve and what is the benefit of it. And it talks about the similar what you talk, what is said, whatever you are experiencing outside, that positive and negative, because you don't have, as you said, it is not in anyone's control, right? What is happening around you, and it is I think one's responsibility what to take and what to leave. That's what he said. Whatever you are taking, that that completely will be just like a film. You just shoot a movie, and it will be recorded in your somewhere on your mind, and that eventually determine your attitude. So exactly that's what you said. And relationship management is really a very critical for everyone. So going to the next, Karthik, I think it is pretty well you have defined. Would you like to talk about little bit on the improvement of quality? I mean, improvement the quality of anyone's life. Anything you would like to highlight or you want to give some advice on that?
Definitely, Tribhuvan. So it all boils down to the two words, I understand, which is what I said from the beginning. Okay, when I said, even before I said my life is my responsibility, I said I understand my life is my responsibility. Same is the case here. I need to also say I understand it is not my intelligence, but the direction of my intelligence which determines my the quality of my life. And how does what determines the direction of my intelligence? It is dependent on what are my dominant thoughts. And let me also tell you something. Anything I feed grows, and anything I starve dies.
Yeah.
So if I take a person and give him food on daily basis, he will grow. If I make him starve for food, he will die. So this is something which everybody understands, because this is something at a physical level. Let's go one step beyond this and look at the same thing at the mental level. What is it that we are feeding our mind with? What sort of thoughts are we feeding our mind? What sort of thoughts are we making our mind starve? Okay. Is it a thought of problems? Then the problems will grow in our life. If we feed our mind with that of solutions, opportunity to look at solutions will grow. If I feed my mind with that of doubt, fear, uncertainties, that part of my mind will keep growing and I will keep shrinking. On the contrary, if I
Uh,
feed my mind with that of possibilities, opportunities, path breaking ideas, that part of will grow. If I think of illness, illness will grow. If I think of health, health will grow. When I see anybody around me grow in life, I have two choice. Either I can feel envy or jealous about the person whom I am seeing growing in front of me, or I can see how I can look at this as an opportunity to celebrate, feeling good about the person who's growing in front of me. Okay, feeling inspired by the accomplishment that he has got. And if I do all this, that part of me will grow. So, in one way to say, all these concepts are good to understand. Okay, how do I apply this in my life?
mm.
Are you talking things at a okay, at a philosophical level, or is there a practical way of implementing this? There is a practical way of implementing,
That is
and the solution is what is called awareness.
yeah, absolutely correct. So as I said in beginning to start with these talks that we have a lot of forums where people can go and learn about these philosophical things. If you go to, you take any name, any gurus, right? They usually tell about the philosophical point of it, and they defined it. But the purpose of this talk, Karthik, with you is the reason how we can simply understand these all topics in terms of our day-to-day life. Would you like to take any one example which you can say that if this would have been we taken this way, it make some difference in your decision making or either in your personal life? Would you like to give any such thought?
One thing that I would say is that what I spoke a few minutes back is about awareness. Okay, how do I grow
Hmm.
in awareness? Okay, by way of which, whatever we spoke earlier about how do I get my life right by getting myself right, and how do I get my life right by getting my thoughts and feelings right, and how do I get my thoughts and feelings right by becoming aware of my thoughts and feeling, and how do I build awareness? Okay, easiest thing to do is at end of the day, sit back, isolate ourselves, and run past the day. What were the various situations we encountered all through the day, and how we felt, what we experienced, how did we think or feel during each of the situation? Was it that of problem? Did we think of problem, we think of doubt, we think of uncertainty, or was it that of a solution, possibility, opportunity? And if at all we came across a situation, okay, just simple thing like I sat at the dining table and my wife came and served food in front of me. Okay, I can, of the 4 5 items which he served, 4 items which came were really wonderful in taste. One item had some flaw in it. Maybe a salt was little less. Not for flaw
Hmm.
means doesn't mean little. Salt was
Hmm.
little less because of which, or salt was little more. I can take the opportunity to call my wife and tell the few items which came really well, really tasty. I can appreciate her for that because she has invested time in the kitchen to cook all that. Or I can focus my complete attention on that one thing
But
which
it's not there.
was not, which I expected to be tasty and it didn't come tasty.
Yeah,
Okay. I can put the
absolutely.
entire blame on that. Okay. Either ways, I have the choice. And I may not be aware at that point of time what I did. But later during the day, when I sit and look back, say, hey, I, instead of focusing my mind and thought on that which was not good, I could have focused my attention on that which was good, and I could have communicated accordingly. Now, it all boils down to, when I just look back, it all boils down to what was my thinking at that point of time. Was it positive? I can give a thumbs up to me, I can pat my back. If it was negative, I can at least step back and say, hey, yes, it was. I shouldn't have thought this particular way. Instead, I should have thought that way. I grow in awareness of that. Okay.
Absolutely.
At point at some point of time, we may think that initially when we try to do, we may not be in a position to recall what happened all through the day. That also is a realization that we have lived the entire day as if we were a stranger in our own life.
Uh, absolutely.
Sometimes sometimes what we have to do is we may have to pick up things like, what are the various actions I did. Once I understand the action, I will be in a position to step back from that action to say what was the thought result that resulted in that particular action. And this process, if we try to do, initially we may simply sit, do, may not find anything, simply we can go. Or continue this for a few days, we will understand at an action level. Continue for a few more days, it will give us awareness at the thought level to say, yes, this is how I thought during the situation which was good. In another situation, this is how I thought which was bad. I can make correction on that particular step. Let us continue on this for a few more days. What will happen is we will know, even at the thought level itself, the moment I may see something which is not acceptable to me and I may get angry. I may like to shout at my children for what they have done. As I'm about to shout, I just step back to say, is it worth shouting at? And that
Absolutely.
is a path breaking correction which we bring in our own life, and that is what we can gift ourselves. When we talk of awareness, we all think of awareness, conscience, we all think of people at the level of Adi Shankara or Gautam Buddha who are able to think of the moment even a slight blemish tried to cross their mind, they were able to do the audit at the thought level and cut it off and bring across a change at the thought level itself. And that is how we call them. They were pure soul who lived a life with absolutely no blemish. Understand one thing, they did not descend from the top. They all started as human being, ordinary human being, and they have reached where they have reached. And they all have shown how they have reached where they have reached. So it is possible for them, it is possible for all of us. And all of us, yes, there's a one difference is that for them, they achieved effortlessly. In our case, we have to put effort day by day in every possible way. And if we put effort day by day in every possible way consistently on daily basis, a day will come when we all will grow in awareness at the thought level, and we can make the audit at the thought level itself. A mistake is going to happen at a thought level. We identify that and we correct the thought and we are able to get that right.
Absolutely. So I think, Karthik, you have defined very well, and you given that example of that food which prepared at your home, and that is the exactly thing what I was just trying to bring out from you, because these are the small things which people doesn't understand, and you will see the lot of contradictions in families, and a lot of day to day they face these kind of challenges, right? So how your this thought can makes the difference. That exactly you defined perfectly well. And I think you have cover up most of the things, though we will one day we will talk about the our thought management. And I would say people talk about how you can control, because controlling your thoughts every time in a month around 60 to 70,000 thoughts, sorry, per day is coming in your mind, right? That's what the science. So those all has their own magnitude, and how we can control that we will discuss sometime later, because today you have covered up the most of the things, and the theme was my life is my responsibility. So that the reason we kept this thought and around this, so that at least everyone should understand. Because as you start with that beginning, that these whatever happening around us, nobody else is responsible for that. We are ourselves responsible, right? And you have defined perfectly well, Karthik. And I will not go more beyond. I have actually, there was some technical problem to get the live into the Facebook, but I am live in YouTube. But anyway, I am asking my viewers, those who are seeing it, and they will send us some queries around this thought process, and then probably I will give you opportunity to answer those questions, and I will forward you those answers to you. And next time probably we will discuss another great topic. We will decide that what topic we would like to go with that. But again, I would like to thanks Karthik to you. You have spent some time with me today, and it was a really always a great privilege to talk to you and listen to you. And I would like to listen to you more, but unfortunately, time doesn't permit neither you nor me. So we will stop this. And thank you so much to joining me with my this live show. To my viewers, and most probably they will take benefit out of this our conversation what we have today. Thank you so much, Karthik.
Definitely. Thank you, Tribhuvan, for hosting this session.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you, viewers. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you all. Bye.